Okay, beauties, I'm back, and today I'm going to swatch for you all a few of my Clionadhs. These are the Pastel Multichromes. This is a color that Clionadh sent out to the people who purchased more than a certain amount from their last restock during the holiday sales, and I purchased a lot of stuff, so I received this as a gift. I can swatch it. This color is not sold on Clionadh's website at the moment, and this is a ColourPop. I think this is Glassable from ColourPop, so this is something completely different. Yeah, ignore this for a second. So we're gonna swatch the pastels, and then I'm also going to swatch these for you all. These are the Glitter Vibrant Multichromes. So I figured because pastels are just 4, we'll have time to swatch these for you all as well. And I try to situate myself in a place where we have shade over here and then sunlight over here, and we can use that to see the effects and the change in the colors in sunlight and then also in the shade. Again, as always, if you're enjoying these kind of videos, don't forget to give this video a thumbs up, and if you're not subscribed to my channel, consider subscribing. We're going to do a lot of cool stuff like this. Before I get started, let me just tell you all that my nails are Clionadh nail lacquers. These are in the color Forge. Yeah, and I love them. I'm hoping you all can see the shifts in the color. They go from green to sort of a magenta pink to copper. They're so beautiful. So we have the Pastel Multichromes. As I mentioned here, I'm obviously going to use my magnetic tool again. Let's get started. This color is Tourette. Now with these Pastel Multichromes, honestly, it's not very easy to see the shifts, but let's get started. I mean, you can sort of see, maybe I can say this side, I see a little bit of a pink, and then when I do this, I see kind of purple, and this is the color on my hand. This is of course not to say that I don't like the shifts. At some angles I do see a little bit of a greeny kind of color. Let me swatch it on the back of my hand. As I said, I like to do it on the back of my hand because there is more curvature here. It's easier to see if there is a shift. Let's do that. This is a beautiful color. I mean, the shifts that I see a little bit of green. I'm hoping you can see the green at the very end. And I see a lot of glitteriness here. And then I see a very light pink effect, and then I see purple at the end. Yeah, under sunlight, I definitely see very beautiful pink. I'm really hoping the camera's capturing the shift. Looking at this in the shade, I'm really hoping the camera's capturing it. I am seeing literally just a shift of a purple to a pink. Like I see a little bit of pink there, but I see more purple in the shade. Yeah. Yeah, I'm gonna continue swatching on the back of my hand just to get the curvature. Okay, this next color is Cathedral. This is sort of a brown, and then I do see a hint of purple also from some angles in the shade. I don't know, you all be the judge. It's very hard to see the shifts like this, but let's swatch it. I do see a little bit of a hint of copper also. Okay, so in sunlight, I could argue a little bit of pink at the very end. From if I do this, from the angle I'm looking at it, I kind of see a gold. There's a lot of glittery effect. shifts. Yeah, I really can't see a whole lot of shifts in this second color. I mean, I do see a little bit of brown, or like sort of a, you know, I want to say metallic brown, like light brown, and then going into a purple. So it definitely has sort of a neutral shift, but it's not very obviously shifty. But that doesn't mean it's not beautiful. They're both very beautiful, and I would totally wear these. It's just difficult to see the multichrominess. And then also looking at them in the shade, same thing. I mean, there's not a whole lot to add to that. It's difficult to see anything else. They're beautiful purple colors though. Next color is this one. This is Keystone. And honestly, I just see a very pastel-y teal color. I do see the glittery effects on it. You see that? Yeah, this one I do see more of a blue than I saw any kind of a shift with the other ones. So I definitely see sort of teal going into blue. I'm hoping the camera's capturing the shift. Yeah, so under sunlight I see blue, and I can definitely see the gold over there. Again, I'm hoping the camera's capturing it. But again, not the most shifty, and I don't know if I can call these multichromes. They could kind of be duochromes. Now bringing this in the shade. You all tell me what you think. Is this multichrome? Let's move on. The next color is Tower. And this, from this angle, I kind of see a very light purpley blue and the purpley blue. Honestly, I can't even see the shifts. I'm gonna guess this is gonna go from purple to blue, but I can't really see the shift. Yeah, I would say this is the least shifty from what I see, or at least obviously shifty. I think the first two were the most obviously shifty, and even those were kind of questionable. But this one is just, I can't even see anything other than just one color. You all tell me if you're seeing any shifts. Now bringing my hand in the shade, let's see. Same thing. I don't really see a whole lot of difference between the sun and the shade. I don't see any shifts in this one. I mean, it's pretty glittery in the sun, and it's nice. I imagine this is gonna look nice on your eyes. It's just, and it looks pretty nice on my finger. It's just that it's not multichrome. Beauties, now that we're doing this, I'm also going to do Happy Accident. Who knows, maybe they bring this color back. Yeah, it does not say what kind of color this is. As I said, this isn't sold on their website, but it's definitely multichrome, and it definitely has a shift. So I see gold green from this angle, and then sort of a, I want to say, very light coppery from this other angle. I'm hoping the camera's capturing that. I'm going to use my thumb to swatch this because I use the other fingers, and this is what I see on my thumb. Let me get it under sun. You see that? It's very obviously shifty on my thumb. I'm going to swatch it here. That's a beautiful color. So dimensional and, you know, pretty glittery looking and very smooth. This one, Beauties, was a tiny bit like, I don't want to say crunchy, but it felt a little more powdery than these other ones. This one is extremely creamy. Yeah, I think even the effect is even showing in the swatch. Look at that. Can you see the shift? Oh my goodness. The shift is so obvious. I'm really hoping the shift is showing. Like, I totally see copper from this angle, and then greenish, sort of greenish, dark lime green from this angle, and then gold obviously from this angle. Okay, bringing it in the shade. Let's do this. Yeah, this color is so beautiful. I'm loving it. And beauties, the reason I'm doing this, if I didn't mention at the beginning, is that Clionadh's having a sale right now. They are having all of their stained glass collection, bundles or singles, everything 13% off. You can stack someone's code on top of that. I'm sure if you like these kinds of shade, you at least know one influencer that you like who has a code that you can use. So definitely do that to get more off. I purchased even more collections and I can't wait to receive them, and we're going to do the same thing with those. But I just thought if I do this now, then maybe this helps you guys figure out which ones to order. The sale is going to go on until the 24th, so that it's going to be 5 days, and it already started. They're also having sale on other things like lacquers, etc. I think I already mentioned I'm wearing Forge on my nails. So if this type of thing is what you were waiting for, that is another thing you can purchase for a discount. Okay, beauties, let's get started. I cleaned my hands, but I'm still kind of covered in glitter. So as I mentioned, these are going to be the Glitter Vibrant Multichromes. The first one I'm going to swatch for you all is Regal, which I believe was the first color that they released. These look extremely shimmery and shifty. Let me do this so that you can see that. I mean, in one look, they could totally even pass as pressed glitter, honestly. But I'm pretty sure Clionadh does not have anything that has pressed glitter in their whole collection. I have never had or purchased or heard of a single Clionadh shadow that has pressed glitter in it. If you know otherwise, please let me know so I make sure I don't say things that are incorrect, but that's what I know. And I own a lot of these bundles, and I do not own a single one that has pressed glitter in it. So this is Regal, and this is insanely beautiful. From this angle, I see sort of a gold crust on top, and then it goes into blue purple. Let's swatch this beauty. It is literally like a streak of metal on my hand. I am so excited about this. I can't believe that I almost forgot that I owned these. I am trying to remember when I purchased them. It's possible that I bought these during Christmas sale. I know I purchased a lot of stuff from Clionadh during the sale. Every time they have a sale, I purchase something. So I can't believe I forgot that I own these, and I have never used them. So they're brand new. You can even see the emblem on them. So I'm glad that I discovered that I already own them and I didn't end up ordering them again in this round of sales. Okay, so I see a very glittery and metallic shift of gold at the end. I think you all can see that. And then the rest is just a beautiful purpley blue. I don't know if I can call this a multichrome. Like, this doesn't look like a traditional multichrome that you see 5 different colors in it. But it's so shifty and so special. I don't even care whether this is multichrome or not. It's an extremely special color. Like, I love to go use this like now. Yeah, beautiful color. And now that I'm saying that, I do also see some pink from some angles. Like, I see a little bit of pink there. I'm hoping the camera's capturing it. Yeah, so that's another color that I see. Okay, so the next one is this. This one is called Noble. Again, from this angle, I see a little bit of gold, and then it goes into purple. Let's do this one also. Beautiful color. Again, kind of the same effect, a tiny bit less metallic-y than Regal, but still extremely beautiful and extremely shifty. Yeah, definitely super impressive. I don't know how I forgot that I purchased these and I never used them. These are the problems of having too many multichrome shades and generally too many eyeshadows. Beautiful color. I see the gold, I see the dark purple, I see kind of a pink, and then of course the same purple color but a little lighter. I also wanted to make sure I can capture this in the shade so that you can see the shifts in the shade also. Again, I see much more metallicness than I can call multichrome, but interestingly, I'm actually seeing more pink in the top color Regal from this angle. Hopefully the camera's capturing that. So I see more pink in the shade than I do in the sun, under the sun, but this one is less shifty and less vibrant than Regal. So this one was Noble. Again, we're swatching the Glitter Vibrant Multichromes. This one, Beauties, is Diadem or Glitter Type Vibrant Multichromes. I'm gonna lose track of how to say these names. Of course, these have never been used. Actually, let's take a look at this quickly under Sunshine, because this is also very similar to Regal. Super glittery looking, like it literally could be a pressed glitter, but it's not. And it's also super flaky, I think you can see on my finger. So there's a little bit of texture. I think you can see the texture. Obviously, things that are flaky usually have a texture. And from this angle, you can see the blue. It's a beautiful color. Let's do the swatch. Yeah, very, very special shade. I'm loving this. So this one is a lot more similar to Regal in texture and just shifts and everything, more or less kind of the same color, but instead of a base of dark purple, it has a base of sort of sea foam, and it even has that pink shift. I'm really hoping the camera's capturing. I see pink shift in both of these, and this one is less shifty, but yeah, this one is so beautiful. At the end, I see kind of a gold, and I think the gold has mixed with the blue, and it's kind of giving a green effect. It's beautiful. Yeah, oh my goodness. These are so beautiful. How in the universe did I not use these already? I can't understand. I want to quickly show you these in the shade. Yeah, same kind of shifts that I mentioned is what I see. I don't know how I end up not using these. They're so beautiful. The next color is Duchess. So from this angle, I see a gold crust, obviously, and then it has a green, like a very light green base. I also see some pink in between. Let's see if we can make the pink show. So this is on my finger. It's also kind of textured and a little bit flaky. Yep, I definitely can see the pink now. It's also a little grainy. It's not crunchy or anything, but it's sort of powdery, the texture, in the same sense that the color that I swatched, the last pastel color, Pastel Multichrome that I swatched, was powdery. So this is also very, very beautiful. It's not the same texture as Regal or Diadem. These two were super creamy. This one is a little bit more powdery, but I love the effect. You know, it has the green base. It looks like it has just a crust of glitter on top, and then from some angles it's gold, from some angles it's pink. Hopefully the camera's capturing all the shiftiness. It is very, very, very beautiful. I'm gonna keep saying this. I don't know how I forgot that I have these. Like, how can you forget that you have things this beautiful? Okay, quickly showing this in the shade. I can't see too many shifts, you know. From some angles you see gold, from some angles you see pink. Yeah, a lot more pink than I was expecting. Beautiful color. So this was Duchess. Okay, beauties, going into the last two colors, we have Empress. So from this angle, I see gold going into sort of a peach color. The texture as it looks, again, I've never used these, looks very similar to Diadem and Regal. So I'm expecting the same kind of flakiness and the same impact. Yep, correct expectation. It's the same kind of a thing. Beautiful color. So it's a little bit flaky. So I see the gold. It literally looks like it has glitters throughout. Very beautiful. I wouldn't say it's as smooth as these two. It's a little more powdery and not as creamy as these two, but the effect kind of looks the same. But I can't see any shift other than, you know, of course, the peach base and then the gold overtone. You know, I see gold, maybe a little bit of a green at the ends, but it's not like I'm seeing a lot of different colors. Okay, the sun is moving, so I had to move a little bit to make sure that I can really show you the effects in the shade. But my hand is now fully in the shade, so let's see. Do you all see a shift? I don't see a shift, any other shift than the ones I mentioned, but these two, again, continue to be super beautiful. Regal is just so special. I'm so happy to have that color. Yep, so this one was Empress. I do see a pink shift. You see that? When I do this in the shade, I see pink. I see sort of a coppery pink. Let me see if I can show that in... Yeah, maybe there is a little bit of a pink. It's just very subtle. Okay, let's go to the last shade. This one is Court Jester. Let's do it. So that is the swatch. Bringing it under sunshine. So just looking at it, I can't see a whole lot of difference between that and Empress. Maybe the swatches will help us, so let's do that. So this is what I see on my finger. Okay, so this is a lot more orange. Court Jester was just a little bit more peachy, and it had a lot of goldish green speckles throughout. This one really has an orangey base with, I want to say, peach speckles throughout, or peach. I don't want to use the word glitter because I feel like glitter just has such negative connotation when you're talking about eyeshadows, but it's so sparkly. Look at that. I mean, they're all so sparkly. Oh my goodness. Should I say again? I can't believe I forgot I had these. Now you all are gonna write to me, how do you forget you have Clionadh Multichromes? Yes, beauties, that is what happens when you have just way too many eyeshadows. Yeah, these are very, very special. I continue to believe that these two colors are the most special ones. I don't know, maybe it's how I swatched them, or maybe it's where I swatched them. Obviously, it's easier to swatch in this area than where your hand bends. So this maybe would give it a little bit of a different effect if I had swatched it there. But these four colors don't look as shifty as these two. But that doesn't mean they're not beautiful. They're still extremely beautiful. It's just that these two colors are extra special. Let me put this back in the palette. Okay, let's do one final movement to see if we can see any additional shifts. Yeah, I see a lot more pink from this angle in Court Jester. It's a beautiful color. But again, these colors, these two maybe more than the other ones. The other four aren't the type that I can see obvious shifts with. Like this one, I definitely see a little bit more of a pink. When I do this at the end, I see a little bit of a green. I'm hoping the camera's capturing it. Similarly with Diadem. With this one, I can't really see a whole lot of shifts. I see pink going into a purple. This one, Yeah, kind of same thing. It's more difficult to really see the shifts in the three, well, these four. Beautiful colors. So again, beauties, these were the glitter type vibrant multichromes. This is sort of what you get if you wear them in the sun. You see the level of shift for this one, and this one is just unbelievable. Clionadh, if you're watching this, can you make more of that and that, please? Hopefully camera captures all of the shifts, even the ones I can't see. Oh, I see pink there, beauties, and I see gold, I see pink. Yeah, there is some shifts from this angle. Yeah, beautiful colors overall, though. I love having all of them, and I'm gonna close this video by saying I can't believe I forgot that I owned them. Okay, beauties, thanks so much for watching this video. If you're enjoying this type of swatch videos, give this video a thumbs up and consider subscribing to my channel for more content like this. I'm planning on swatching all of my remaining Clionadhs that have not been swatched yet for you all. Hopefully I can get all of that done before the sale is over so that it's gonna help you figure out what to purchase. As always, I love you all. Have an amazing day, and until next time. Bye.